Hey everyone, it's Dean. I've got Josh with me. He said, does social media sell houses?
Yes, it does.
It does.
So for a long time, we haven't.
We
known.
thought it did.
Well,
Or it helped, but we couldn't prove it, or...
I think, and anecdotally, a lot of people thought, well, sure, we're putting stuff out onto social media.
Yep.
People are interacting with it.
Yep.
But there's been no way to measure it until now. So, so there's been this knowledge gap for a long time. We didn't have any data on...
To prove that it's worth spending the money on social.
And that's partly the reason why a lot of agents are still sort of dipping their toe into social media, spending $50 or $100 and spending thousands of dollars on the portals, because that's a known quantity. That's so. But now we have data that shows us, well, social media does contribute to open home attendance. It does drive inquiry, and we can measure that. So we have a social media ads platform that our clients use. And it tracks how many people have interacted with the social media campaign and have then physically attended the open home.
Oh, wow.
And what we're finding in many cases is that it's actually rivaling the major portals in terms of which platform is driving the most open home attendance. So we know now, we've got the data to show us that social media does contribute to open home attendance, and the only people that are going to buy a property in most cases are people that have been through the open home. So yes, social media absolutely does sell houses.
Now, one point on that, somebody that I interviewed last week, turned out some of them spend up to $5,000 per property on social.
Yeah.
So they're really using that as
well, they don't. The vendors are paying for that, right?
Okay.
So that's a really important point. Is a lot of agents don't get VPA for social media because most don't know how to sell it. They can't convince the vendor to spend money on a platform that they're not sure is going to generate a buyer for them. But now we've got this data. There's agents that you just mentioned, and we've got clients certainly who are spending a minimum of $1,000 on a social campaign, and upwards of $4,000 or $5,000 on social media because they can reach interstate buyers much better. But they can create multiple campaigns for that dollar amount as well. So it's cost effective, and social does sell houses. It does, absolutely.